You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He probably won't go far in his career, no matter what he says. Most of his actions will be about keeping things running smoothly day to day, not about taking risks or pushing for promotions. You may see him stick to safe routines and avoid extra challenges.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't fall apart, but he also doesn't come up with creative solutions. He's likely to stay calm and not make a big fuss, keeping his feelings in check and trying to get back on track using familiar routines. So he will stay steady, but don't expect him to tackle big problems with energy or new ideas.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work likely find him friendly and easy to get along with. He's polite, cheerful, and doesn't get upset easily, so you won't hear about him getting into arguments or causing trouble. So he gets along well, even if he's not the star everyone looks up to.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you achieve great things in your career, he won't feel threatened or get jealous. He's likely to be happy for you, cheering you on with genuine excitement. Instead, he'll celebrate your wins, maybe even more than his own.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not the type to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He seems comfortable with where he is and isn't competing with you about who brings in more money. Life at home should stay peaceful and warm, even if you're the higher earner.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's the kind of person who handles money with care and likes to stick to routines. So he's not likely to waste money on unnecessary things. He will think before spending and prefers to know where every rupee goes, making sure bills are paid on time and basic needs are met. You probably won't find him chasing fancy gadgets or spending on sudden whims.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He is comfortable within his means and prefers to keep things simple and real. Fancy show offs or trying to impress others with expensive things isn't his style.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is polite and cheerful, but when it comes to being open handed or genuinely kind, you might find him a bit reserved. He won't be rude or stingy, but don't expect grand gestures of generosity or deep acts of caring. He likes to keep things proper and will do what's expected, yet may not go out of his way to help someone in need or spend extra on others.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely open and straightforward about money, not someone who plays games or hides things. He prefers to keep everything in order, so he'll want you to know what's happening with the finances. He will share information with you and avoid drama or secrecy.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework should be shared, especially if that's what he sees as proper or fair. He doesn't push his ideas forcefully, but prefers to follow routines and do what is expected. If sharing jobs at home is the standard, he will quietly do his part without making a fuss.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will help with chores and diapers, but mostly by sticking to set routines and doing what's expected rather than jumping in with extra care. Don't expect him to go above and beyond or put in a lot of heart. It's more about following the plan and keeping things in order. He likely won't just stand around and supervise you, but he also won't take much initiative or add a personal touch.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't the type to argue just to prove he's right. Instead, he listens more than he fights, preferring peace and respect over loud disagreements. If you explain your feelings or needs, he'll hear you out politely and avoid making a scene.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his emotions in check. He isn't likely to shout, say hurtful things, or act aggressive. If something upsets him, he will probably keep his tone polite and avoid creating drama.
Does he have a bad temper?
This is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. He stays calm even when things go wrong and rarely loses his temper. You won't have to worry about sudden outbursts or him making scenes over small issues.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he makes a mistake. If something goes wrong, he won't try to blame you or shift the fault onto others just to protect himself. This makes for a smoother, more respectful life together.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values good manners and doesn't like causing discomfort or making scenes. Your feelings and rules will be honored, even if he's not the most emotionally expressive.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He is calm and polite and doesn't let his ego get easily bruised by things like this. You can feel safe setting boundaries with him as he values peace and properness over personal pride.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values respect and properness. So he won't use your private times or secrets to hurt or embarrass you later, even if there is a disagreement. He prefers to keep things calm and polite, and making you feel small or ashamed is simply not his way.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful rather than easily distracted by other women. He prefers routine and stability, and he values keeping things proper and respectful in a relationship. With him, trust and loyalty are strong points bringing calm to your relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or controlling. He doesn't get jealous easily, nor does he act suspicious about where you go or who you talk to. With him, your independence is respected, and you can expect trust and freedom in the relationship.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He acts out of good manners and a wish to keep things peaceful, not from a desire to boss you around or restrict your freedom. With him, you'll feel supported and safe, not watched or pressured.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He's likely to see parenting as a team effort, especially if everyone's roles are clear and things run smoothly at home. He prefers following routines and doing what's proper, so if sharing responsibilities is the family rule, he'll do his part without complaint. You won't find him leaving you with all the work, but he may need a gentle reminder for anything outside the regular routine.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
He will stay calm when the kids mess up or get upset. He does not lose his temper easily and prefers to handle problems quietly and with patience. The children won't have to be afraid of sudden anger or mood swings from him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He values keeping the peace and respects your choices, so he won't try to limit you to just one identity. He doesn't get threatened by your independence or success, and he helps life at home feel steady, allowing you to be yourself without extra pressure or demands.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will suddenly change and ask you to quit your career after you have a child. He prefers things to be clear and steady. So, what he says now is most likely what he means for the future as well. He values routine and fairness and doesn't see being your partner as a competition.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with respect and politeness, making sure manners are always in place. While he may not show deep warmth or emotional closeness, you can trust him to be friendly, well behaved, and considerate with your family. Your parents will feel welcomed and valued, even if the bond remains a bit formal. He will make an effort to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and try not to make things worse. He isn't the type to raise his voice, argue, or add to the drama. He may not jump in to resolve every issue, but he won't fan the flames either.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who may be relaxed and modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He highly values routine, respect, and what's considered proper in different settings. It's not usually meant to control, but to keep family harmony and avoid conflict.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will usually try to stay out of it instead of openly taking sides. His main aim is to keep peace and avoid drama, so he may not speak up strongly for you or against his family. He'll be polite and try to smooth things over quietly.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not likely to be a typical mummy's boy, but he does value peace and properness within the family. In a conflict with his mother, he may avoid taking strong sides or openly challenging her to keep things calm. He wants everyone to get along and prefers gentle solutions rather than direct confrontations.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values keeping things proper and respects privacy, so he'll prefer to handle relationship matters quietly between the two of you. This approach helps build trust and keeps your personal life just that personal.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man feels steady, practical, and mostly peaceful. He keeps life running smoothly, sticks to routines, and values good manners over big shows of emotion.